Text in your request to the Soundchecked taco line 424-666-7356.
I know you're all stoked to hear me again, and Moose is back. Moose is on the mic. He's in the studio. I'm going to tell you something, guys. No, not sure where you're from in the United States, or even if you're in Europe or whatever, but I live in the state of Oklahoma, which is dead center of the United States, and it is hotter than the seventh layer of hell. So I know that I've been putting out soundchecked big chunks of cool music like, fresh coffee songs like the metal coffee bands, tracks of the week, and been trying to keep you guys filled up with music, but I haven't been on the air in a couple of weeks because it's deadly hot. It's like 105 degrees in the studio right now. My AC is down in the studio. So I'm just being honest with you. I'm old and I don't want to die. I don't want to die doing a sound check, which, hey, that could happen. There's no doubt about it. So anyway, but this is a special occasion. I'm out here sweating to the oldies. I'm doing this Scanner record. I'm doing a full album review, which I will do for your band, by the way, for $20. For $20, I'll make you a podcast just like this, and I will listen to and review every song on your record in depth. I'm going to get into a lot of stuff. So, yeah, man, kick back, crack one open, load a bowl, whatever it is you do. Let's get into the Soundchecked full album review with Scanner. Dig on this.
This is Will Lang from Porcelain Helmet, and you're listening to The Moose.
There's probably a lot of people out there right now going, okay, wait a second. Your name is The Metal Moose. You're known for metal, just disturbing, ugly, gnarly, mean music. This is not that, Moose. What was that? That was like, it was almost like surfer rock, you know? I could just see an old Woody with some boards on the side rolling down to the beach, and it almost has that rockabilly surfer sound to it. Yeah, man. It does. I love it. And here's the deal, man. As much as I love, like, you know, Impaled and Carcass and Cattle Decap, which I'm kind of excited. I ordered 3 Cattle Decap CDs today. I'm trying to rebuild my CD collection. As much as I love those bands, you can never, ever, ever tire of the classics. The Beatles, the Ramones, the Clash, the Kinks, you know, stuff like that. So I know that somebody out there may be really confused by what the hell just happened. That was weird. My computer just made a weird noise. Anyway, confused by what they're listening to here but do you hear that dry tone? Do you hear that non-aggressive, we're just going to play cool songs and you're going to dig them? It's one of those bands that I listened to when I feel like I've been listening to Scanner for 20 years. If I heard this on the classic rock station, I'd be like, yeah, this totally fits in, man. The guitar tone, the way they do things. I am a fan of what I hear going on. So listen, we'll get into more of the sound and the way the song's written, because it's very classic and it's very back to basics, and that sometimes is so exciting to listen to. It's comfortable, and I like that. And listen, I like things to be uncomfortable too. You know, nobody loves a band called Goat Penis, you know, more than I do. But comfort and good songwriting is timeless, and these guys are doing it at a high level. We continue on with the full album review of Scanner. Let's get it on.
Want to know if you suck?
Hey, you suck.
Send your music to Soundcheck.
this is Chadwick from 3 Left, and you're listening to Moose on the Soundcheck.
I've always been a big proponent or a person that says that the opening track of the record really sets the tone for the record. Well, sometimes it makes me mad when bands put the little instrumental, intro, spooky theme music. I want to know what you're about, not what, the movie soundtrack is. But, Skinner opened up this record with Big Daddy Dragster Rock and Roll and set the tone. And this is kind of the tone. If I'm going to explain Skinner to somebody, I'm going to say they're kind of like the Waffle House, man. It's just, there's nothing fancy about it. It's just good. It's a little dirty. It's a little unput together. But, it's greasy. It's not healthy for you. But it's everything that you dig. You know what I mean? It's just like a little bit of punk, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of pop even, because they have such catchy choruses, and their song titles sound like, Rob Zombie songs. But it's really, really, really all of the things that I dig about rock and roll are what's going on in the Scanner record. And I love the production. We're going to the next one, which is Never Go Back, and it continues with this tone.
Text in your request to the Soundcheck Taco line 424-666-7356.
Through the darkness of the night, from out of the grave, dead voices in my mind. The search is over and I crushed all of my fears. I got no regrets and I got no time for tears. Just when I think they'll bring me down, I find my feet firmly on the ground. That's when I know, yes I know, I'll never go back again. They're nothing but ghosts from out of the past. Dead memories bury so the pain doesn't last. The search is over and I crushed all of my fears. I got no regrets and I got no time for tears. Just when I think they'll bring me down, I won't break and I will not drown. That's when I know, yes I know, I'll never go back again. I'll never go back again. Hey, hey, I'll never go back again. Hey, hey, I'll never go back again. Hey, hey, I'll never go back again. Hey, hey.
Where you get raided in tacos. Only on Soundcheck.
So you're kind of sitting there saying to yourself, well, okay, Moose, well, we're listening to the songs and we're kind of listening to what you're saying, but you haven't really said anything. You haven't thrown any taco ratings out there or anything. I think that the strongest quality of this record is that it just feels like something I was listening to on cassette when I was in high school. And it's like an old lost friend. You know what I mean? It's like I found this after 20 years and I put it in my stereo and I'm like, yes, I remember this. It generates it generates memories and feelings and it's fun. It's not over technical. I don't have to think real hard. I can just put it on and listen to it and enjoy it. You know, it's one of those things that I've said this about bands before. You almost can't lose when you're a band like Scanner because you can play to many crowds because it's rock and roll. You could literally play this to a 50s, 60s rock and roll crowd as well as to newer kids today. It's definitely got the whole gothy rockabilly, feel to it. A little bit of punk rock in there, especially, like I said, with the pop overtones, with the really, really catchy choruses and bridges, and the way it's written, it's so simple. The simplicity of the writing is almost the beauty of the record. And I love it. That's the point about it. I don't have a whole lot to complain about. When I babble on and on about a record, it's because I don't like something, but I like this. It's got all of the elements of the things that I like. Now, I know that a lot of people are really surprised because you're like, oh my God, dude, why aren't you like listening to Thy Art is Murder? And, but when you get in my car and you listen to my music with me, you hear a lot of older stuff. You hear a lot of classics. You hear a lot of things that are comfort music. And to me, this is comfortable, fun, beach ball, pool table, bar, rock and roll. And so you're saying to yourself, well, now you always bag on bar bands. I'm not bagging on bar bands. I think that there's bar music and then there's music that deserves to be more widespread. And listen, there's nothing wrong with bar bands because thank God for them. They've been helping people get, laid for years. But Scanner's music to me is something that I think if it got out to a larger audience and just clicked with somebody like me, it clicked with me, it could really, really go places. It could be that, they could be like the Steve Miller of punk kind of a deal. So it just, I love it. It's 4 tacos right now, and we've still got stuff to go. So yeah, man, hang tight. And the production kills. I love the bass tone. It's really good. Right in your face too. I mean, just thumping like your pelvic region at a Madonna concert like 30 years ago. But yeah, man. So back to Scanner full album review.
You're listening to Soundcheck with the Moose.
Otherworldly creatures driving through the night, striped and posed, looking for a fight. Cheap hotels, sleazy bars, underbelly music, and rat rod cars. Night goes on and on. Switchblades and leather, Sayona far. soul and eat your mind away. Night goes on and on. Switchblades and leather, a Sayona farm. Walk down to the river's edge. Switchblades and leather in your Night goes on and on. Switchblades and leather, the Sayona farm. Walk down to the river's edge. Switchblades and leather in your head. In your head. It's in your head. In your head. Oh, they're in your head. Driving through the night, looking for a fight. Sleazy bars, rat rod cars. Night goes on and on. Switchblades and leather in your head. The Metal Moose.
You know, another thing about this that I really, really like, because a lot of this kind of like Reverend Horton Heat kind of surf punk, horror punk kind of thing, sometimes it is just so incredibly cheesy that it's like overbound, you know, just like, okay, it's enough cheese. The cheese factor on this is really low. I feel like you could almost anybody could listen to, like, it has such good accessibility. It is one of the things that when I listened to it and I was going to ask these guys to be on Metal Coffee, I was like, this is music that I could play for like anybody that I work with, you know, that's not like a country fan or whatever. They would be able to go, yeah, man, this is pretty cool. You know, it's not anything that's going to make anybody go, whoa, holy hell, that is so good. Because it's comfortable. They're going to feel like they know it already, and I love that. But low cheese factor, the production's not super, it's good and punky. You know what I mean? It's just dirty. It's rough around the edges. It's got a lot of vitriol to it. I love that word. So yeah, man, I am a fan. I'm a scanner maniac. I need a shirt, guys. Totally see chicks with mohawks at their shows. What's up, ladies? Chili dog, huh?
Hey, this is DJ from Revel 9, and you're listening to the Metal Moose.
A little bit of a love song, a little bit of a ballad there, maybe, kind of. A little softer edge, not quite as angry, not quite as rough and scary as the rest. But listen, man, so here's the deal. This was one of those ones that usually I get really in depth and talk about, the mic distance from the cabinet and, what kind of trigger you might use on your tom or whatever. This isn't that kind of record. This isn't that kind of review. This is like I said, to me, I really feel like I found a long lost friend. Like I found this under my car seat or something. And I was like, oh man, I remember this. Hell yeah. Sweet. And I like it a lot. It's a 4.5 taco. It's something that I think it just needs to be on a cassette. I think that's the big deal. It has to be on a cassette. It doesn't seem right on a CD, but I dig it, man. If I put them on Metal Coffee PR. That's how much I like them. I've put some bands on Metal Coffee PR that I've had a lot of bad things to say about, but I like the band. I think there's a genuine quality there, or I wouldn't do PR for them. But Scanner's awesome, man. Find them on Facebook, man. Find them on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, wherever you can find them. Buy the CD. Let them know you heard them on Soundchecked. Let them know they get a 4.5 taco rating. That's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I dig everything about that. I don't dislike anything about it. It was good, solid. Until next time, I'm hotter than hell. See ya!
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose owns no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. The Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.